education sport, MINEPS, from 1967 and 2017, TSG have systematically fitted UNESCO's core portfolio in its mission to fulfill a sport mandate within the UN system. The Declaration of Punta del Este, adopted by MINEPS III in 1999, aims at promoting the safeguarding and development of traditional sports and games, notably through the elaboration of a worldwide list of traditional sports and games and providing governmental supports to help enhance intercultural learning and understanding. UNESCO's Intergovernmental Committee for Physical Education and Sport, called CIGEPS, was entrusted with monitoring the implementation of the main conclusions of the conference. To that end, a working group tasked within this intergovernmental sport mechanism focused on the development of two priority areas: development of a draft encyclopedia and a draft charter on TSG. As a result, in 2003, under collaboration between UNESCO and Professor Liponski of Poland, the World Sports Encyclopedia was published in two versions, French and English, as a worldwide list of traditional games and sports, as advocated in the Declaration of Punta del Este. The same year, the General Conference of UNESCO adopted at its 32nd session in October 2003 the Convention for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Heritage. As part of domains covered by the Convention, traditional games and sports are increasingly the beneficiaries of the advocacy and mobilization from communities worldwide. Moreover, in the roundtable of MINEPS held at organization's headquarters in January 2003, stressed in its final communique that it was important to revitalize the practice of traditional sports and games, a key expression of cultural identities, and to promote their interaction within modern sports. A draft international charter of traditional sports and games drawn up by CIGEPS was adopted by MINEPS IV, held in Athens in November 2004. Pursuant this Resolution 21 of UNESCO General Conference, an international platform was established to foster TSG in a manner that brings all individual experts, competent bodies, and stakeholders of TSG together in guiding and advising UNESCO accordingly. It aims to be an umbrella mechanism to bring all concerned stakeholders into a framework of promoting and developing TSG to address the challenges and coordination in an harmonized mechanism. This culminated in the collective consultations function. A series of collective consultations then took place with a fourth session organized in 2018, a successful edition hosted in Istanbul with the great support of World Ethnosport Confederation and with the leadership of the Ad hoc Advisory Committee on TSG, following up the TSG platform. You may visit our website to explore more information on the Ad hoc Advisory Committee and TSG progressive work. Where I'm today and what is the future of the TSG under UNESCO umbrella framework. Since the various collective consultations sustained by technical inputs provided under the Ad hoc Advisory Committee assisting UNESCO in the implementation of the Resolution 21 of the General Conference mentioned previously, efforts are being made on key components. improving the global governance mechanism of TSG, which brings all stakeholders into an umbrella organization toward enhancing cooperation and partnership with UNESCO. Bearing in mind that inclusiveness and gender-based approach and consensus are to prevail in this approach, which is consistent with the outcomes of Istanbul collective consultation. The development of e-World Sports Encyclopedia based on existing version to be updated and extended with expertise required consistently. The elaboration of policy guidelines on TSG led by Professor La Vega. The ownership and empowerment of member states in promoting TSG through national, regional, or international events to maximize the sustainability of TSG. The e-encyclopedia requires additional financial resources and cooperation to ensuring the production of an e-version. The huge impact that such a digital publication could generate will significantly irrigate the practice and awareness on TSG in public opinion. The draft policy guidelines developed by the Ad hoc Advisory Committee, led by Professor Jean-Pierre Parleba, are a good step. We hope this draft will be widely shared so that its relevance is based on consensual efforts and input to further its scoping and impact to guide our efforts on TSG. Hence, the strong interest and mobilization of member states in adhering to the group of friends of TSG, composed since 2017 of several member states within UNESCO constituencies, is a significant signal beyond and symbolic consideration. It demonstrates the strength and potential of TSG, which ensure its relevance to the needs of the member states. Ladies and gentlemen, further development of TSG will not be consistent if the core challenges that impair its sustainability, or probably impair its sustainability, are not properly addressed in the collective efforts and concerned parties. Fragmentation of efforts will not serve the cause of the TSG. By mapping empirically the initiatives illustrating the global TSG programs and agenda seem to demonstrate that the momentum, although growing, but it's not be enough. We see ideally that UNESCO's vision a realistic approach to bring all concerned parties together in a platform recognizing individual entity or entities, specific competences and areas of interests will help to consolidate discussion, consultation, and mutualizing efforts. This approach, which we continue to forge, will trigger the achievements of TSG goals. There is a need that we agree to focus on the core issues common to all of us while endeavoring to address resource mobilization. Final means are necessary to achieve an efficient and smart approach to strategic partnerships. Discussion of this will be timely and crucial. From UNESCO's perspectives, they would need to address the development of TSG unified set of principles and provisions regulating some core common traditional sports and games. This could enhance mutual understanding. There are also challenges to be addressed. Then, innovative reflection and critical thinking should find out a fair balance. Harmonizing, therefore, rules and procedures are beyond basic regulation, but will serve for a transversal understanding, foster ownership, and expand those core common TSG on a transcendental strategic vision beyond each individual organization or type of TSG. The educational aspects and the research that supports any endogenous development are a core part of vision to foster TSG. We therefore need to define together what vision we want for these educational aspects and the role that research and specialists can play in the TSG sector. As such, it's important to consider the modalities to which the transmission of knowledge production, their preservation and sharing could serve an importance in the process of the governance and development strategy of TSG, as I underline in my purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, my intervention is intended to stimulate the progress we have made within UNESCO. But above all, UNESCO can continue to serve as a global platform, if you wish, in which dialogue, exchanges, and foresight to progress and optimize our performance serve more TSG as a priority against fragmented interventions that could or can undermine opportunities for the development of TSG. Thank you very much for your kind attention.